Mac and cheese. Let me ask mac and cheese. On true we come.
Right behind. No, my contact. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome family, staff, and most importantly, our incredible fifth graders. Today is a special day as we celebrate a big milestone for these students before they head off to middle school. Fifth graders, you've accomplished a lot during your time here. You learned to read, write, solve problems, work together, and somehow survive approximately 6,700 reminders to put your name there. Speaking of having most provide some pretty weird trends. We're certainly proud of the that you're becoming. That's middle school will be an exciting adventure. It's a place for new opportunities, new teachers, new friends, and yes, lives. So many lives. At some point, every single one of you will forget your lockdown. Go to the wrong class. Walk in after the bell to a whole bunch of kids looking at you wondering where you were, right? You may also actually carry your backpack into the cafeteria like it's attached to your body. All of those things are normal. Even us adults will walk into rooms and forget why we're there. As you have this next chapter, I want to give you some words of wisdom. First, be kind. People may not remember your grade on a science quiz, but they will remember how you treat them. Secondly, don't be afraid to try new things. Join a club, play a sport, audition for a play, or sit with someone you don't watch. Growth starts outside of your comfort zone. Third, ask for help when you need it. Middle school teachers, just like the teachers that you've had all over this building, want you to succeed. Also, asking for your help or asking someone for help is much smarter than pretending you totally understand algebra when you absolutely do not. Yeah, you will. And finally, remember that who you are matters more than trying to be cool. Trust me, most adults spend years realizing that being kind, responsible, and genuine is much cooler than anything else. Parents and families, thank you for your partnership, support, encouragement, and patience over the years. These students would not be here without you. Round of applause to all of our parents. Ready for you next. And first, just know that as a school, we're proud of you. We'll miss you. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see all the amazing things that you have accomplished, and that includes remembering your life memories. Round of applause for all of them. I'm going to hand the microphone to something way more important to me. Sir, please. Well, this is a first. Usually I'm the one that just comes up here off the cuff and wanders around. But the principal, he got me and said, hey, this is a rap concert. I didn't have a table to sit here. Helps me kind of ground myself. But before this, we were talking. He said, well, you don't have a speech written? I said, no. About 8 years ago while I was doing this, I kind of gave it up. And the reason that I did it is I wanted the parents and the people that weren't in the classroom to get kind of the real chat that the students get. It's no secret I'm a 5th grader, and what I'd like to say is a grown man's body, but I'm still 5'6", and I pose a little bit of problem. Yeah, so I don't come up with a speech. I want you to know that this comes from the heart, and usually the speech is thought of when I'm sitting over there and what I'm going to say and these types of things. And today I was thinking about, what is important about DARE? What's important for the kids to get out? 1983, the DARE program started. DARE started in Los Angeles County by Dennis Gates. He started the program to tell kids not to do drugs. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. And we've been carrying that with us forever. Say no to drugs. Say no to drugs. For the last 15 years that I've been teaching DARE and stuff like that, every kid's DARE has with, I will never do drugs. The problem is, that's not true. A drug is any substance that affects the way the mind or body moves. Any substance other than food that affects the way the mind or body moves. So what we have is we have a group of people that, myself included, that take medications. And now we teach our kids that there's a difference between a good drug and a bad drug. It doesn't matter what type of drug it is. If it's abused, if it's not treated the way that it should be, it's going to be bad, or it's going to have consequences. So with that thought process, in 2005, Pennsylvania State University does a whole curriculum revamp, and the DARE program starts to focus on risk and consequences. Every decision that we make has a consequence, good and bad. Now, because it's life, some of those risks that we take have both good and bad consequences. It's never an easy path. So the DARE program is a way to gain some tools to help these kids get through it. And over the years of teaching DARE and creating these relationships that I've had with many of the parents out here, and there's countless that I recognize, probably have some of your older kids in DARE class, and even these kids. When I sit over there and I think about the DARE program and why it's important, the first thing that came to mind is currently right now in our society, there's a lot of advice, whether it be political, whether it be over gas prices, whatever it is. We've got a lot of advice. But when you sit over there and you look at this room, we're all here for the same reason. That's pretty important. We're all here for the same reason because every single person that's in this gym right now, including me, cares and loves kids. And we've got a life of taking risks and facing consequences. And when I look at the importance of this program and my involvement in it, there's a lot of things that I face, a lot of consequences that I've had to face, some not as good as others. And that's something that I want to share with your kids, that I want to share with you. So I hope that over the last 5 years, you guys learned some very important skills. I think the principal touched on one that's probably the most important: be kind. Be kind. Be respectful. Respect is earned. It's not just blanketly given out. You have to earn it. And I'll kind of end with this, and maybe you guys remember. Starting in kindergarten all the way through 4th grade, I would go into a class and I would go around the room and I'd ask all the kids to say their first and last name, what their favorite food is. Super simple. First and last name, what's your favorite food? You start at the first kid, go all the way around the classroom. And I would tell them, I said, this is a test. This is your first test of the year. It's a test. It's a test. That's how you find out what you know, and you prove what you know. So when you get through it, but the moral of it was this: go to the first job, and I'd say, what was your first name? Favorite food? They'd say that. And I'd say, did you talk while we went through the rest of the room? No. What did we learn? We learned that we need to be respectful of others when they're talking. We need to respect them so we can achieve this common goal of getting through the whole class. Then I'd ask them, I'd say, okay, what else did you learn? They'd say, our favorite food was what? I said, who'd you tell that to? We told it to you. I said, who am I? They said, Chad. I said, oh, Chad, but who am I? We go around and around, and finally somebody raised their hand and said, you're a cop. I said, right. I said, who did you tell your first and last name to your favorite food? They say, a cop. I say, you're right. Now today when you go home, when you talk to your loved ones, to your parents, they are going to ask you what you did at school. 99.9% of the time, you're saying, but today, after that day, they would go home and they'd say, I talked to a cop. And the next thing that I guarantee you, the next thing out of that parent or trusted adult mouth was, what did you say? And right then and there, as a 5th grader, they become the subject matter expert on how to talk to a police officer. I saw my first last name with my favorite food. So I know over the years the DARE program gets a lot of publicity on how it works, how it doesn't work. Where it really matters is in the small things and filling a gym up of people that care about you. Now, I could continue to talk on and on, but the students have prepared some things that they'd like to share about their experience in the DARE program.
What I learned today is that you should never do any drugs, cigarettes, and that you should not vape. I also learned not to do anything bad, like an acid. If you want to smoke a cigarette, you should say no matter how bad you want to. If you don't do anything like that, it will help you in the future by making more healthy. I feel that I can put a lot into not only to stay drug free, but also a lot about Share Chat, which you should definitely go for as shared history. To stay drug free when I heard some of the consequences, like you could get really sick or if you're harmful to the body in all sorts of different ways. Also, that smoking is bad because it can harm your lungs. Some things I learned about Sheriff Chad is that she is funny and she likes to have fun. Another thing I learned about him is that he is very empathetic and likes to make sure everyone is included. A final thing I learned about Sheriff Chad is that he likes to have a positive attitude and make sure everyone around him has a positive attitude as well. In general, I learned that he likes to spread kindness and make sure everyone around him is happy as well. It will be important for the future because I myself stay drug free. I will stay healthy, and from the stuff I learned from Sheriff Chad, it will be important for me because it shows me that people can be kind and makes me want to be kind to others. Also, if I stay kind, I think others will want to be.
I do not know.
Thank you. All right. As we continue on with our program, my name is Mrs. Bench, and I have a few words of wisdom for our students today. We can all agree that today you are wiser than you were in kindergarten. That means that you can read harder books, solve bigger math problems, and make better choices. You are also taller and probably even stinkier. Comes more responsibility though, and people will count on you to do the right thing. Remember the lessons you have learned and the friends that you have made. And always listen to your parents. Is coming to an end, and you'll be sent on to a new adventure called middle school. The fifth grade teachers would like to remind you of some words of wisdom to carry with you. I often say that sorry is good, but change is better. Be sincere and think before you speak or act, so that you don't need to apologize. Your words and actions have consequences, and sorry doesn't always fix things. Mrs. Gray, Mrs. Figgy, and Mrs. Black now will have some words of wisdom to share with you as well.
Since all of you fifth graders spent time with Mrs. Figgy and myself practicing your reading skills all year long, we wanted to remind you of a few that we hope you learned from your teachers in elementary school, but also from some of the books that we have read this year. We worked on theme and messages a lot. So the dot was about getting started and getting unstuck. It's also about exploring an idea in many ways and sharing our gifts with others. Out of the dust, reinforce the importance of community and the support network that family, friends, and neighbors provide. NIM and the WART effort taught us unwavering determination despite challenges, resilience, and the spirit in the face of adversity. Sit-in demonstrated the importance of understanding social issues and building relationships with others to effect positive change. The RACT is a great story to help teach us the appreciation of new things, people, and most importantly, nature and all of its beauty. Letters from Rivka taught us that sometimes we find our true identity in the face of adversity.
Taught us about the power of books and literacy. The book emphasizes how reading and accepting books can open doors to new knowledge, perspectives, and opportunities. Long Arm Bluey serves as an inspiration for readers to pursue their dreams, no matter how challenging they may seem. The book emphasizes the importance of setting goals and working hard to achieve them. Restart taught us that it is never too late to begin again and to be someone that you are proud of. So, fifth graders, let me recap what we hope you've learned from your years at EES and the books we've read. Be brave. If things are hard, keep trying. Everyone makes mistakes, and making mistakes is part of the learning process. Persevere to figure out a solution. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Do what is right, and of course, never give up.
As you reach fifth grade and move on to middle school, I hope you remember that math is about so much more than numbers. Math teaches you how to problem solve, how to think differently, how to persevere when something feels difficult, and how to keep trying even when you do not get the answer right away. There will be times in life when things do not make sense immediately. You may feel stuck, frustrated, or unsure of yourself. But just like in math, growth happens when you keep working through the problem. Mistakes are not failures, they are proof that you are learning. Each of you has grown in your own way this year. Some of you learned to be more confident, some learned to ask questions, some learned that you are capable of much more than you first believed. Those lessons will matter far beyond a math classroom. As you continue your journey, remember, your value is not measured by a test score. It is okay to struggle. Hard work does matter. Asking for help is a strength, and the smartest people are often the ones who never give up. Middle school will bring new challenges, but it will also bring new opportunities. Keep being curious, keep believing in yourself, keep showing your work, not just in math, but in life. And I am so proud of each and every one of you, and I cannot wait for you and your amazing things you have in your future.
We have a few students that would like to share their words of wisdom as well.
Before I start, I want to give a big shout out to my mom, dad, and my friends, and all the teachers that have helped or taught me in the class on my journey through elementary. The reason I picked these people is because they taught me how to grow, thrive, and embrace my education. They helped me learn. They helped me reach my goal of improving my grades. They believe me. But most of all, they encourage me. My friends always cheered me on. My mom and dad taught me how to believe. And the one that really touched me was my brother used to say, you could do anything only if you tried hard. I can't wait to keep school. Learning is important to everyone. Whatever you want or wanted to be, education is good. If you want to be a bell player, you have to get to college so that you can be If you want a good job to make money, then you have to learn so you can have the education to get there in the future. Math is my favorite subject in school, and as far as I can go, and to not give up until you have to keep going through all those grades to get to where you want to be, to make a difference in your life. So you can't give up so that you the future. That is why I think everyone should try and focus so you have a good life in the future. You can money to the I just want to say thank you to all of the great teachers. Ms. Bench, Ms. Black, Ms. Beatty, Ms. Gray, and last but not least, Mr. Fry. Thanks to my fellow classmates, especially in Ms. Gray's class, who also the whole grade. School has always been a safe place for me to practice and be myself. The teachers and students helped me through all of my challenges in my life, and they let me express my feelings. EES has always been a flexible environment and community for me to learn and share my ideas. So, I just want EES students and teachers to know that I love EES. I love my teachers and my friends who have been with me ever since I got into the school. People at the school have made me feel loved. I love that I can use my pretty self in front of everyone at school and in front of everyone at home. When I show up at school every day, I don't feel judged when I'm myself because I have so many great people around me. So thank you to EES General. At the start of the year, we were going to Garden Club, and I did twist around. When my day finally came, I found myself going up a giant tunnel. I strapped myself to a harness and started climbing. I took out to bend myself down until my classmates over me. And I already remembered. I felt like they had tried strength on the ground. I reached the top, I came down, and went on another. This one was 3 times bigger. Once again, I reached the top. However, I didn't not too physical to touch. Difficulties. I want to give thanks to all the teachers who have helped me learn and grow throughout elementary school. My time here has been amazing, and I'm going to miss this school so very much. Even though there have been times where I wished I was older, I don't want to go to middle school. I honestly wish I could stay here forever, even though I know I can't. When my siblings come to this school, I hope they have as good a time as I did. I truly don't want to leave, and I'm going to miss my younger friends and all my teachers a lot. For all the younger students, I hope you all stay curious and eager to learn, even if it's a subject we don't like. My favorite subject, personally, is art. It always lets me be creative and it lets me show my true self. Without being curious, I believe it would be hard to learn. Plus, without subjects like art, we'll never be able to show our true selves, no matter if that's mean, kind, outgoing, funny, or rude. Sometimes little things matter the most in our lives. I hope that in middle school I'm able to do things like be in a musical or do fun science projects. For the class of going to 5th grade next year, I hope you know that if you're ever scared about something like going to middle school, you can always talk to a teacher, counselor, or family member about it. Also, never be afraid to be who you are. A lot of people I know say that boys can't like music or girls can't like gym, but those aren't true. If anyone says something like that, ignore it and never stop being yourself. Lastly, always follow your dreams, even if they may seem impossible. Sometimes people never realize they can achieve their dreams if they try. An example is Martin Luther King Jr., who fought to end racism and segregation. You can do something like that someday. All you have to do is try. Even if it seems too hard, try. Even if you make a mistake, learn from it and keep trying.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mr. Barnard. I'm one of the fifth grade teachers here at EBS. I'm also in charge of our Ellsworth Elementary School News Program. The School News Program is a program that's open to any fifth graders that would like to join after school. It is run from about mid-September until the end of the school year. And we rotate different groups of students. We have some of them up here today that have participated. There's another group that is sitting over there, if you're sitting in your seats over there and you've also participated, would you raise your hand, please, folks? So I would say it's roughly around about 55 students or so that have taken part throughout the year. We meet a couple days a week. We make video produced episodes. The students contact teachers, students around the school to set up interviews, have a lot of fun doing things. So we thought we'd bring you a little entertainment today. It's not quite like a TV studio, but we do have our own applause and laughter signs. You guys want to show the applause and laughter signs? Well, no. Okay, good, good. And so that we'd like to bring you a school news episode today to bring a little bit of, shall we say, the news of the day and some old characters from our school news episode. So if everyone would please give a round of applause to our two anchors today. Miss Martinez and Miss Morgan Sinclair.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Panther Roar. I'm Clark Kinnaman, and I'm Morgan Stanton. We are excited to be live for fifth grade graduation.
We would also like to welcome all the family members that are here to celebrate with us today. Today is Thursday, May 28, 2026, and today's Did You Know is that the average human spends 2.5 days per month looking for lost things.
That's weird because fifth graders spend 2.5 hours every day looking for their lost things.
Very true.
Here at EES, we had many Panther Progress statements we worked on this year.
Things like I can contribute to my community, I am committed to learning, I can use my time wisely, and other statements have helped us become better students and people.
An important statement to me is I can contribute to my community because I feel like picking up garbage is a great way to help your community out, and it's good with healthy environment.
An important statement to me is I can use my time wisely because if you're not using your time wisely at home and school, you're not going to get anything done.
Today's first joke of the day is why do pirates hate the alphabet? Because they keep getting lost at sea. We'll be right back after such a commercial break.
Okay. Sorry about that.
been working hard all year to learn many things in fifth grade, from math to reading and writing, science and social studies, and more. It has been a busy year. It's time for what's going on in class.
We're hearing from fifth graders about things they'll remember learning from this year. Let's go out to the field and hear from Grace and Lucas, who are standing by some guests.
Thank you. Today we are here with Anne-Marie Van Gordon from Miss Gray's class, Macy Rule from Mr. Forder's class, Ella Fleming from Mrs. Finch's class, Noel Rowe from Miss Black's class,
James Fair from Ms. Diggy's class.
And we're hearing what they've been learning this year.
In social studies, we're learning about the Civil War and World War I. In science, we're learning about shadow clocks and atoms. In writing, we've been doing open meetings. In reading, we've been doing readers' theater. In math, we've been rotating classrooms and seeing how math is used in everyday life. Thank you, fifth graders. Back to you. Thanks, Grace and Lucas. Today's second joke of the day is what's the drummer named for twin daughters? Two.
This year, throughout this year, we know how important it is to read, so it's time for what are you reading?
Let's go learning and knowing with some fifth graders who are ready to share some of the favorite books they read this year and why they like them.
Thanks. We're here with
George Gunderson from Mrs. Finch's class.
Ian Ledger from Mrs. Black's class, Grotz, Grace class,
Ella Harris from Miss Davies' class. Sophia Patrick from Mr. Farnboro's class.
and we're finding out what their favorite books are and why they like them.
My favorite book would have to be Who Was Alexander Hamilton because I love history. My favorite book is Diary of a Wimpy Kid because it's a lot of details.
My favorite book is also Diary of a Wimpy Kid
Because it's fun. My favorite book was Percy Jackson because it was very interesting.
My favorite book was Bad Guys because of the details and it has a good plot.
Thanks, fifth graders. Back to you.
Thanks to Ryan and Haley. It sounds like fifth graders read some great books this year.
At the New State Central, we love to play games. One of our favorite games is EES Password. These two members will give one-word clues to see if our contestant can guess the password.
Let's go to Josie and Bradley, who have a special ES guest with them to play password.
Thank you. We're here with this random dude we've never seen before, and we're going to play EES Password. The first clue is ball.
Is it sports?
Yes. The second clue is net.
Is it volleyball?
Yes. Thank you.
Let's do one more for the plots for Mr. Nygaard to play ES password.
When we think about the school news, there is one favorite segment for everyone at EES.
Guys, we know what it's time for another Sub Force Family book recommendation. No, we know what it's time for. More Gen Z words with Mr. Barnyard. It's time for Double Checks with Sergeant Sassy. Ready? Yes, Sergeant Sassy. Those would be awesome. I think we all know what time it is. Say hello to the kids here. Today we have the fifth grade teacher edition. The first clue is this teacher loves kayaking. The second clue is this teacher's favorite snack is popcorn. And the third clue is this teacher's favorite subject is math. Stand up if you think this is your teacher.
Stand up if you think it's your teacher.
The correct answer is Mrs.
This teacher has three faces. They're afraid of these and they forget things. Stand up if you think this is your teacher.
Hi.
The correct answer is Kristen Sweeney. The first clue is this teacher's favorite hobby is reading. They have been skydiving and they love baking cookies. Stand up and this is your teacher. The correct answer is this teacher loves being on a bus. They enjoy arts and crafts and they have two dogs. Stand up if you think this is your teacher. The correct answer is this teacher had curly hair as a child, taught a cooking class in summer school, and played in a band. Stand up if this is your teacher. Thank you everyone for playing my favorite game. That's a pretty good march for graduation. Thanks you to all the family members who came to celebrate this special day with us, and congratulations, fifth graders, on your graduation. June 2nd and June 4th. We hope to check it out. Don't forget that new episodes still roll and
All right, families and students, we thank you so much for coming today. We are going to read through student names. We're going to do it quickly. Once the students are dismissed from the room, they will be going to the cafeteria where there are some cookies waiting on the table. So you guys may grab one cookie and go have a seat while you wait for your parents. Parents, please wait for all of the students to be dismissed. After everything is wrapped up in here, we'll give you a few more minutes in the cafeteria before any siblings are released down into the cafeteria and reached out to their teachers. So thank you so much for coming. My class, stand up front row. Caleb Anderson, Jude Warner, Adam Bowen, Piper Hickenberger, Alice Fleming, Derek Geraci, Barris Henderson, Tucker Hughes, Blakely Helgeson, Hunter Hoagland, Trixie Major, Lydia Newhart, Josie Cassidy, Aurora Whitman, Chloe Rowland, Jackson Stewart, Micah Stewart, Lila Swanson, Wade Timmerman, Chase Wilk, and Oakley Yarwood.
All stand up. And we have Zachary Farnell, Paul Dixon, Merrill Hanson, Lucas Hart, Wyatt Question, Ilona Kingsley, Timothy Leonard, Helen Levers, Cam Buscemi, Ian Lundstrom, Wyatt Mark, Austin Martin, Bryce McCray, Haley Mitchell, Theo Nelson, Violet Goldberg, Michael Peterson, Nolan Rowe, Emmett Schwarzenberger, Tegan Swanson, and Nicole Westergaard.
Ms. Barndore's class, I now have the microphone. All right, here we go. Trent Hocker, Ruben Beck, Shanna Silkowski, Asher Fry, Finley Hush, Brindley Keepers, Rakokish, Adelardo Mendez Perez, guitar playing Brooks Nelson, Knox Nelson, Sophia Patro, Macy Roll, Jason Ruben, Sam Stufford, Zoe Sullivan, Jake Bang, Miss Allison Bernardo, Kingsley Will, I didn't say Jacob Lillenbrink, and River Wilson. Congratulations, everyone.
George Blue, Philip Corker, Aliona Christian, Real Constant, Chance Faber, Brennan Fritz, Michael Harris, Brandon Hooper, Kevin Johnson, Chloe Heisler, Claire Cleese, Mason Larson, Adrian Barco, Randy Pearson, Adriana Poston, George Rowe, Morgan Sampers, Jack Bayer, and Noah Benson.
All right, first up, Miss Grace, and probably the second row too.
Felicity Anderson, Alon and Helios Dorado, Paul Cook, Lucas Yuri, and Rex, John Hockey, Nathan Hooper, Clark Kinnaman, Aiden Kinnaman, Aiden Lampman, Addison Larson, Mark McNamara, next row, Jagger Wilson, Clara Peterson, Aurora Stepford, Amy Thompson, Gavin Trumbo, Anne Marie Vandenberg, and Miguel Lewis.
Thank you again for coming. Thanks for sharing your kids with us.
Living on Fury. Sure. If you wanted to be better.
Yes, she did. I remember that. Well, I know. Well, okay, right. Yeah, we did. Why can't I the meet? They go on the bus over here. Why can't you? You're from Brooklyn. Wyatt, you want to come with